Ahoy, mateys. Oh, whoops, sorry. That's ships. We're doing planes because we are doing Airlines Confess Their Sins. This is anyone within the airline industry. Tell us your stories. I think they're going to be very good. Like, look, I don't know. We all just read these out together. Sometimes they are pretty bad, but you can tell with this one. Come on. Like, this is the concept for this show. It's very high. You ready? We were going to call it on a Plane. Now, let's get in. I'd get a captain hat for this, but the costume shop's 2 blocks away. So instead, we're just gonna go to the first comment. On a trip to Darwin. Nah, it's good already. Yeah, we can just go on to the next one. Some woman had a support animal, which I would have no problem with, except it was a rat. Fuck me. Which proceeded to shit little pellets all over the seat. How is that supportive? And then said in response, and I quote, "He can't help it." What kind of person needs a rodent to help them get through the day? I can understand a dog. I can even understand a bird. Literally man's greatest enemy. What has killed more humans than a rat? And you've got that shitting on your shoulder. You're my friend, aren't you? No, that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna call you Plaguey. Oh, he ate a lot today. Not a very interesting one. Wow, what a sell. Why are we going on with it? Oh, well, let's proceed, shall we? But on my second training flight, we almost collided with another aircraft. How is that not okay, all right. That is far more interesting than that fucking Tom Hanks film already, I can tell you now. I did the right thing. I was learning how to fly around the airport and this guy tries to enter from the wrong side while making 0 calls on the radio. I don't notice him, fucking P-platers, but my flight instructor did and takes the controls, pulling what I can only describe as a Top Gun-esque maneuver, holy shit, as to not hit the guy. Ultimately, we missed by about 300 feet. Wow! I have no idea how close that is, but it sounds close, I guess. This specimen then proceeds to almost hit 2 other planes while saying nothing on comms. God damn!
What was it, Korean Airways?
After about 20 minutes of this tomfoolery, you are a very generous man to describe. 3 for 3 near collisions. That's a mishap. Every pilot around the airport trying every possible frequency to get this man's attention. He finally gets on the radio and sheepishly says, "Sorry about that." He then proceeds to make no more radio calls and just left. You could do that? I thought you'd get air-marshaled or like some jet fighter would come in and take you out or something. Jesus. Where is Top Gun when you need him? Doesn't that make you so much more scared to catch a plane in the future that's the caliber up there?
What? No, I just don't feel like talking. I'm introverted. Stop yelling at me. No, that's it. I'm going home.
Nandi Airport in Fiji in the 90s had really lax security. What, more lax than now? Isn't it still just the 90s in there? I don't know. I didn't see a computer when I was there. An Air New Zealand 767 once hit a dog on the runway. The plane was fine. Yeah, that is so Fiji, isn't it? You just know if you told the airport manager about that, he would have the exact same answer as that final sentence. The plane is fine. I still feel awful for this. Great, that's a fucking sick YouTube title. That's a way to trick 50,000 people into watching a video about Peter Dutton. But a few years ago, I worked as a ramp agent for one of the budget airlines. Oh, which one was it? Was it Rex? I feel bad making fun of Rex. I do think that they do a quality service. I think they do better than most of the other airlines. There was once this flight attendant that came up to me on a Rex flight, and she was doing a stellar job, and I told her so. Her response was, quote, "Thanks, yeah, I think word's really spreading about us." That's your marketing strategy for an airline. The same thing as a chicken shop. Yeah, I had a good burger the other day. No wonder you guys are a joke. I was driving the tug. What the fuck's a tug? I'm in over my head here. And I picked up some trolleys full of bags, and they've just been unloaded. I was almost at the drop-off point when I heard a terrible bang behind me. One of the other rampers had loaded a guitar on the trolley with the neck sticking out, and I had severed the guitar in half after it collided with a concrete bollard. So good. Some pissed off rock star.
Hey, I was gonna smash that in half on stage.
I asked my manager what to do, and they said it was policy to still deliver the item to the
Passenger. Yeah, now that's quality service.
What, I gave it to you?
I placed the destroyed guitar on the baggage belt. How good would it be if you went to have lunch and it's just this one broken guitar on the conveyor? And within seconds of it passing through the door, I heard the poor fella on the other side screaming, "Are you fucking serious?" Dude, I gotta say this. Don't you think that life is hard enough on struggling musicians? That is all that man has. Yeah, that was awesome. You could picture that was exactly how that went down.
In 2018, I was a flight attendant on a Darwin to every plane in Australia in the Northern Territory to Bali Jetstar flight. Jesus, I wouldn't even catch a fucking plane to Bali from Darwin. I'd just hop on a ferry. I reckon you could swim. Save yourself the fucking $80.
Trade at home, kids.
A group of 6 blokes jump on wearing fishing shirts that said "Smash Gash Snag Bearer."
How fucking Darwin is that?
Yeah, you reckon if you ask them what's your job?
Yeah, I'm the Chief Minister. This is me front bench. He's in charge of the bait. He's in charge of the vaginas. Yeah, let's go on a diplomatic relations building tour.
Smash Gash Snag Bearer. Look, if anyone knows where to get that shirt, you hit up old Geordie's. I'll be wearing that to a lot of weddings. The shirts have photos with each of them holding a fish and a big Pamela Anderson bikini pic in the middle. Yeah! Far out. Now that's some artistic interpretation. I can guarantee you none of those boys have ever slammed anyone that looks like Pamela Anderson. They were already smashed before they got on. Each ordered about 3 beers each throughout the 2.5 hours. For fuck's sake, just build a catapult, Darwin. We cut them off. When we landed and did a sweep of the seats, we found an empty 1 litre bottle of Bundy, 2 Great Northern cans full of urine, both stuffed in a duty-free bag. Disgusting. Absolutely filthy. Secretly, I think it's a very good idea and I'm going to start doing it. I'm just sick of asking the lady next to me, "Hey ma'am, can you just get me..." Yeah, thanks. This story comes from an acquaintance I have who used to work on Virgin Airlines. She was working a return flight to Melbourne. The trip was sailing smoothly. No disturbances, no annoyed passengers, all happy. The problem arose when the plane was readying for touchdown and the passengers were instructed to remain seated when all of a sudden a middle-aged gentleman promptly stood up, made a motion to move down the aisle. My friend promptly stopped him and asked him to sit back down. This angered the man and his girlfriend/wife greatly. They both began to get into a long, drawn-out argument about how the man needed to use the restroom. See, this is why everyone should just bring on Great Northerns and piss in it. Then you avoid these scenarios. It's the worst part of a plane flight. Just a fat man next to you asleep. Excuse me, sir. Wake the fuck up! My friend told him very sternly that it was not safe to be using the restroom at the time and that he needed to return to his seat. At that, the man falls silent, grunts, and after a short pause, raises and shakes his left leg, to which a giant turd rolls out. And his companion yells, "Look at what you's made him do! He fucking shat himself!" Look, there's always got to be a story of this. This would be our first challenge. What profession doesn't involve shit? I've had that thought at airports before, where you're just walking around looking at everyone and just thinking, everyone in here is just this giant fucking animal at Dubbo Zoo. Just, you know, when you're just walking and you see that just raise their tail and that's what's happening in there, but everyone's pretending it's not. All I'm saying is, this man real, and I'm tired of pretending he ain't. I'm told that upon leaving the plane once it finally hit the ground, either the man or his companion smeared some of the residue from the man's pants on the walls of the plane. With his bare hands, of course. Yes, with no other tools available, as we learned from the grunts.
You gotta improvise.
Well, shit has hit the fan in more ways than one. We are out of stories. That was fun, wasn't it? It always is. This time, we want to be collecting your stories, passengers. What have you seen on a plane? In part 2 of I've had it with these motherfucking on this motherfucking plane. Who knows? You might even be the
Probably not. You never are you? Alright, everyone's always right. Make sure you like if you agree. See you next time. You can get a Qantas shirt as well, because it's Qantas's fault, not yours.